Good morning. It is a beautiful day. Sometimes you just need to stop even in the middle of tragedy and celebrate what's beautiful. I'll talk about that in just a second. Yesterday was Mother's Day, and I went down to see my mom, and she was coloring in her coloring book. And she really enjoys doing that. It's one of the things she can still do. She says it makes her hands sore sometimes, but she still likes to do it. And as I went in to see her, I had to put a mask on and gown up and take all these precautions. I had to put a face shield on because there has been a case of COVID. And that's all okay. It just makes it really uncomfortable and hot. But I'm sitting there on the bed and I'm talking to her, and we brought her some goodies and just visiting with her. And I'm holding her little hand. And her little hand's really frail. She's lost like a lot of weight. And her hand she said she's had to move her wedding bands to her middle finger because her hands are so skinny now. And she really looked pretty, and I was just talking to her, and I told her, she said, I've been in here a while, been sick, I got to get back to work, and I haven't seen your dad in 2 weeks. Well, Dad's been gone. He'll be gone 2 years next August. So he's been gone a lot more than 2 weeks, and I think I told her all about it when it happened. But I think the way her mind is kind of slipping a little bit, she forgets that. And I don't remind her of it because I don't want it to cause her pain. And there's no reason for it to cause her pain, because I'd have to remind her every time I visit, and why would I put her through that over and over? So I just say, yeah, it's been a while, and I just kind of change the subject. But as I sat there and I held her hand, I wanted her to know some things. And I told her, I said, Mom, I want to thank you for being such a wonderful mom. I want to thank you for telling me who Jesus was and for teaching me how to be decent to people and to do what's right. I've not been perfect. I've made many mistakes, but I was taught what was right. And I was always loved. I was disciplined, but I never was afraid of my parents, like in a fear. It was more of respect. My mom and my dad worked very hard to give me a beautiful life. And as a child, I have to say, I had a great childhood. It was a wonderful time of life. Now, when I grew up to be an adult, of course, I had trials, difficult things that I had to endure and go through, but they were always there for me. And I talked to my mom just about how wonderful it was that she was there for me, and that I was so thankful that I have her as a mom. And and it really moved her. She says it's so good to hear that. And she was to the point of tearing up, and she talked about how proud she was of me and all that. But sometimes, even in the face of difficult times, Mom dealing with dementia and trying to work her way through that and maintain who she is and all of that, she still remembers what her attempt was when she had her child. She chose me. She chose to raise me and to teach me what was right. And every day, I've taught for 25 years, and I see kids that didn't get that. I'm so thankful to have had parents and to have a mom still that loves me, prays for me, and taught me what was right and wrong. So even in the middle of difficult days, I'm still so thankful that I have her and that I had Dad to teach me what was right and wrong. It is the greatest legacy that we can give our children and our grandchildren. Who are you teaching? Who are you being an example for? Thanks a lot for watching. Be kind to each other. See you next time.